Hello, welcome to First Friday at the Fab Lab. We've got Scott Ertz and we've got Alante Sparks over on the other side of the Fab Lab from me. I'm over here at the front. You can see Steve wandering around in the back behind me there. We're super excited to be here today to be talking about some of the cool things going on. And we're going to be talking to letting you guys hold the show for a few minutes. You guys can walk on by. You're good. So we have people walking around. You'll see they're going to wave as they go by. They are.
Of course they are.
Nope, they're slipping in the back. There they are. There we go.
So they waved at us a minute ago as they walked through.
Yeah.
So tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about the entrepreneurship program we have going on at AMRoC Fab Lab, or I'm going to be talking briefly about that. And then Scott and Alante are going to be talking to you about their business. So this year with the Equity and Entrepreneurship program in our new space, we're actually able to do some incubation of a company because we have enough space in this magnificent new spot to give a company a place to grow and build their customer base and develop their business model and do all the really important things that you need to do to start a business, especially a business like Scott has there. So in addition to doing our early stage entrepreneurship big idea brew club, which we've been doing with our entrepreneur in residence, Brian Alvarez Bailey. We're also doing, we're using the kiosk out front. We've got someone out there using it now to do some of the different things to do marketing and market discovery while they're out there. And now we also have the entrepreneurship program extended into an actual business in the Fab Lab. And so are you guys there? Let's bring you on back for a minute here and start our conversation. So we're really super excited about Stryke. They did a soft opening when we did our grand opening, which was really fun, our grand reopening. And you've been in sort of officially in business now since the tournament last weekend, right? You did a tournament. How did that go? I was out of town, unfortunately. I didn't get to see it. So.
Oh yeah, that is right. It was a fun experience. Brand new to a lot of us. I mean, a lot of us have done similar things
or competed in them, but boy, is it different on the other side.
When you're running them, it's kind of like you're walking on fire.
Yeah, I'm sure. So I want to have a really short conversation with you. I'm going to let you guys take it over in a couple minutes here. But and you both have been in business. Scott, you have a business. And Alante, you're an artist and you've done other work and done a variety of different things. So you're not exactly new to entrepreneurship or to the business world, but this is a different kind of thing to do, right? Tell me how having this opportunity to have a space here to sort of test things out is helping out, and what you've discovered so far as you've done this, and what your goals are too with the Stryke.
Flexibility. It's been a big part of it. The space that we're in here, the frame is, I don't know, about 25% of what we've got here. We've got a wonderful front window. There's all kinds of things that, are hard to get, right? Terry knows this from when we tried to get the original AMRoC. Trying to get this kind of space is difficult. And so, the flexibility that we have here, the space that we have here is something that wouldn't have been easily accessible to us, especially, trying to get our name out there. This is all bootstrapped. We don't have investment or anything like that. Our group is paying for all of this. So this has made the move possible.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have been possible without this.
And I know you guys will have a longer conversation on this. I'll hop off here, but what are some of the things you're discovering are the difference between, is it pretty much what you've expected in terms of launching the business, or are you discovering some new things as you go? Because there's always going to be, here's a concept, here's a reality, right?
There's definitely been a whole lot of both. Because you have ideas of how things are going to run, maybe how you're going to be introduced to people that will be your clientele and things of that nature, or just your clientele in general. You have an idea of who those people are going to be. and sometimes the people that show up are completely different. You know, sometimes you're teaching someone that is brand new to and so that's, you know, that poses its own kind of challenges that, you know, we didn't really think of at first.
True.
You know, so, some things we've had to kind of pull out of the hat kind of randomly.
Yeah.
And that's
then
one of the
there's
things.
the
Go ahead.
technological
Mhm.
oddities, right?
Oh yeah.
We expected this stuff to work a certain way, and then you sit down and somebody's like, I would like to play Valorant. And the computer says, no, thank you. Well, that
Yeah.
wasn't expected.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And
you
you know,
have
from the
to-
business perspective, that's not the fault of the business owner or the entrepreneur trying to start their business. That's just a reality of starting a business, right? And that's why we do these kinds of programs, because when you start, you know, and you guys are fairly experienced. Other people that come into the program have no experience; they just have an idea. When you start, you're not entirely sure. You know, you have a basic framework, right? But then the reality bites, right?
Right.
But you know, people sometimes will see something and feel like they're failing or they can't do it. But you're a good example of no, work it out, right? It's entrepreneurship's all about problem solving.
Yeah.
So-
I was talking with Chris Moranzi yesterday,
Yeah, who just
and
zipped off
we
by.
both said, yeah, who just walked by.
Literally.
And we were both saying that, you know, you plan your day to be a thing.
Yeah.
And it's about 50% that and 50% things that you could never have planned.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
Valorant's not going to work.
Yeah.
What are we
Yeah.
going to do? Well, you tell the person it's not going to work. And then you give them a couple extra minutes of game time and encourage them to have fun with Fortnite.
And that kind of brings up a different point of sometimes things happen that are kind of our fault, like me forgetting about game content during during an event, and you know, and having to kind of work around that, find out, you know, how are we going to deal with this situation, and how do we compensate for, you know, our mistake, things like that we just never thought about.
Right. Yeah. No, that's all important stuff. And you know, and we'll, you know, we can dive back into a little bit of that in a little bit, but you know, why don't you take the opportunity to show people what you've got there and tell us where you are now and where you want to be and what you've got in Stryke.
For sure.
Floor is
So
yours.
we had originally said that there were 3 phases to the company, but we weren't expecting this. I'm going to take this off for right now because the echo is a little too much. But we had originally said that there would be 3 phases, but this was a bonus.
Yeah.
You know, being able to do this created a stage 0.
Yeah.
For what we've been calling this. And so right now, you know, we're here. This is great. We've got PCs over on my side. We've got some consoles over on Alante's. Out of view over there, we've got more consoles. So, you know, we have some great ability to do small format gaming. We've got coaching, which is a unique aspect of what we're doing here. So if there's somebody who's interested in getting into the esports space and not necessarily in the playing, right? We've got a coach who will help you get better at playing the game.
Period.
But we've got a couple of coaches that will help you improve your Twitch stream. If you want to be a streamer in the space, we've got coaches to help with that.
Yep.
So there's that uniqueness. And then we're currently doing, you know, small birthday parties and things. So you've got a kid who wants to have a Fortnite themed birthday party. Great. We can do it. Yep. We can do a private tournament for them. You know, them and their 7 friends come in. We do a big tournament, just like we did on Saturday for Fortnite or for Smash Brothers or
Mario Kart,
whatever.
Yep.
So, and then they can leave with little trophies that are done in partnership with AMRoC, either 3D printed or laser cut. So that's what we're doing here. Obviously, we want to grow. We want to get to the point where we're in a bigger space. We can have more than the 4 PCs, the 2 switches. We've literally, out of frame, you can't see it, But over here, we've got a stack of Xboxes ready to go.
Ready to go. Yep.
For an expansion over time. So yeah, that would be our next phase, and then with time we want to grow into a big dedicated space. Maybe bring AMRoC with us with time.
That would be lovely. Yeah.
And then, have a robotic space in there and really have a big, like, engineering showcase kind of tech sports space.
We really want, like, our team is built, is constructed of just all sorts of different kinds of people with different but similar interests. We all kind of like the same things,
right,
but we like have things that we really like to focus on, and so like the spaces that we want to create as we grow and continue, we want that space to be able to morph, to do multiple different things, not just hold tournaments or not just be a LAN center, not just be a maker space. We kind of want it all to be there and then
right,
some. We want everybody to be able to come and enjoy and relax. One of the I think one of the biggest benefits of being attached to AMRoC at the moment is, we know that there are a lot of kids out there who do love to do engineering or learn engineering, learn robotics and all sorts of stuff, but they may have siblings who aren't, but those siblings might be gamers or maybe curious about gaming and haven't had the resources to get into it. And so we feel like, this sort of symbiotic relationship we have going on right now can really benefit both of us.
For sure.
Because it can go the other way, right? We could, we've got gamers that come in here
that might also be interested in engineering or art and crafts. AMRoC's got all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's that crossover, or the ability for a parent to come on a Saturday and have their kid come to, let's flip it around, right?
Sure, yeah.
They're on Team Duct Tape. What's the parent going to do? Well, I mean, they could go wander the mall, but every Saturday? Probably not.
Probably not.
But you can come in here.
Right. Yep.
And play games and spend some time and enjoy and know that they're just right out there.
Yep. It's true. I mean, and that's what we're looking for. We just want to have a space that can morph to whomever's interests, and who knows what that will be in the future.
Right.
We're already running into all sorts of things that we did not see coming, and so.
And the irony of what's happened here with us being inside of AMRoC is that the plan for what we would call stage 3 is for AMRoC to be inside of Stryke.
Right. So the other way.
So it's pretty funny that we're backwards.
Yeah.
I apologize to anybody who's listening right now who might be hearing that horrible noise in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, but
hopefully not.
We are in a mall.
Yeah.
And so, things happen out there.
The mall is alive.
Yeah. That's a great way of describing it. But, being in the mall is its own benefit, right?
Yes.
We've got this ability to do this uniqueness that we're introduced to people that may not ever get to experience what's going on, right? They may not know that something like this exists. Right. And the only reason that they do is because they're walking through the mall.
Right.
Right? We had a group of 3 or 4 kids in here earlier who only knew about it because they were walking through the mall. They saw what was going on.
Yep. And they're kind of here frequently, right? Like
it's true.
They spend a lot of time in the mall.
We've seen them the last 2 days.
Yeah. And so everybody seems to kind of know them around, and so, it's cool that we have a place where they can, they can come and chill out and play some video games, and just benefit from the space being here. I think that's special. So,
yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
So I'd just like to point out that we've got the chat going. If anybody has any questions, feel free, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook, wherever you are, go ahead and put your comments out, and we'll be happy to answer them.
We will try our best to read all of them.
We'll have a conversation about this later.
I hope.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, out there. So
yeah, Audie says no, absolutely not. So that's fine. Anyway, so
that's great.
So right now, we're open Tuesdays through Saturdays, noon to 7 p.m. In general, so long as you're in by 7 p.m., we can fudge a little bit and be good, right? So we've had a lot of people in here.
We have, actually.
A lot more than I think any of us expected. Dave, who's part of our team, made a comment yesterday that within the first week we already had people in here playing, which I don't think most of us expected to have happen. And we've had people, we had a couple yesterday, we had more today. We've had 7 or 8 people in here just today, and experiencing the space. We've got 2 in here right now, out of your view. The camera is not pointing at them, but there are 2 people hanging out right now, getting ready to play.
Yeah. So I mean, and we had a tournament recently
on Saturday,
and none of the people that have shown up were from the tournament.
Right.
So
it's all new people.
It's all new people, and to me, that was the big thing I did not expect.
Yeah,
I expected it to, be pretty quiet for a good while, and that's okay. That's to be expected.
We knew what we were getting into.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, we've had a fair amount of traffic already, and it's helped us kind of mold and shape things fairly quickly.
And we've been making changes, right? One of the things that Terry asked was, what adjustments have you made? What have you learned? What have you changed? Just this week, we've changed what the screen says.
Oh yeah. A couple
times. So we've got these little LED glowing things that Michelle found somewhere.
We don't ask questions.
We don't. She finds the best stuff. So they were on our office on this side, and we realized we didn't have anything in the window that was like an open sign. Yeah. And so what we did was we took one of the good ones, the better one. It's a light up controller, and we hung it in the front window. And that seems to have been like a big attraction point. Yeah. People see it, they look, they see the TV. The TV says, "We're open."
Right.
And they come in. And now we've literally put the word "open." Come on in on that TV. And we've had several people, including the ones who are sitting in here right now, see it and listen and come in.
Yep, come in, ask questions. Some of them have already registered.
So the important thing, like from the entrepreneurship program standpoint, is that you've got to be flexible, right? And that was one of the reasons why when Terry asked, what are we getting out of this? And I said, flexibility. That's important because you've got to be ready to bob and weave.
Yeah.
Right? What you're seeing behind us right now is not what it looked like when we closed at 7 p.m. yesterday. We're constantly making changes and adjusting things based on what's happening in here, what we're seeing, what people are saying. So we've got 2 screens in our front window facing outside, right? And so I spent my first day in here, which was Tuesday, changing what games were on the screens and seeing who stopped and looked. Because when nobody's using those consoles, we've got Twitch running just as there's things happening in the window. And so I changed the games throughout the day. And I discovered that nobody was stopping and looking at Smash Brothers, for example. But everybody was stopping and looking at Multiverses.
Yeah.
Which is the same game.
Give or take.
Visually, they're nearly identical.
Sure.
And yet, Smash Brothers wasn't doing it, Multiverses was. I don't know why.
I could think of a couple reasons why, but
seeing Batman. is a little surprising.
Yeah, you're seeing
It's a new game.
It's a
A
brand
lot of
new
people
game.
haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Everybody's seen Smash.
right. And there's not a I don't think there's been a whole lot of advertisement for, at least good advertisement for multiverse.
True.
So,
And if you're in the area, we've got multiverses back here on
We
the
sure
PCs.
we sure do.
So if you want to come in and play, we've got it. It's on all the computers behind us. So come in, give it a shot.
Yeah. Yep.
And one of the things that we didn't necessarily plan to start with, that we changed. I apologize, our Wi-Fi is a little weird up here. That we changed about halfway in was that we weren't giving 30 minutes of free play, and now we are.
Yep.
So everybody can come by, come in, you have 30 minutes, console, computer, whatever, come play.
Yeah.
We want you to come in and see what a fun environment this is.
Yeah.
And so we added that halfway through Wednesday.
And I think it's been a fantastic addition.
Yeah.
Honestly, it gives them some time to figure out if, is this a comfortable thing for you or not? If it's a comfortable environment and you like the selections we have so far, we've been seeing people come back, and again, to me that's been really special. I've been pretty happy with the amount of traffic we've had so far.
Yeah,
all things.
Me too. We've had a lot of good traffic come through here.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Like I said, Dave and I weren't expecting the first week to be much of anything, and now, Dave and I are both very happy.
Yeah.
After yesterday, we're like, okay, this thing's working.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's always fear, right? When you're starting a new business, starting a new company, there's always fear, and we definitely had it.
A lot.
There was a lot of fear.
A lot.
And I don't really have that now. Now that we've seen some people come in and actually play, have fun, come back.
Yeah.
We've had 3 or 4 people come back from yesterday to today. So that's good. And then also from like a pivot standpoint, right? You've also got to be willing to think about interesting ideas.
Yes.
And talk with other people. We ended up coming up with the idea of taking over for a Pizza Hut. Right? When we were kids, if you got good grades, you could go to Pizza Hut and they'd give you a free pizza.
I remember that.
Or we could go to Ponderosa, which I don't think is in business anymore. Dave called it Ponderosa because it was his first job. And you get a free dinner for good grades. Well, here we're going to do the same thing.
Yes.
We're going to give you what we're calling bolts, which are our loyalty program. You're going to get bolts for having good grades.
Yeah.
If you get on the honor roll, maybe you'll get a half hour of free time. If you're principals list, maybe you'll get an hour.
Sure.
But you'll also get rewards points for just having an A.
One of the other cool things that we're planning on doing is I happen to have a friend who is involved in the school system in Pinellas County, I believe, or Hillsborough. And he was already involved with creating esports spaces and teams for his students and other students within the county. And he showed up for the Smash Brothers tournament. And now we're going to be possibly doing some partnerships with him, which to me that's super exciting. Once we're kind of ready to branch out in that direction, we already have a direct connect there. That to me is, we're not just, we're not just curating this space, but we're also creating a community.
Right.
And
And there's the educational aspect
Yes.
to it as well, which is a big one.
Yes. The other, like one of the things that I've been very passionate about, I think, with this space is I really want to try to educate people, no matter what age, about computers, computer maintenance. You know, it's not as scary. It's not nearly as scary as it used to be. You know, parts are made very plug and play nowadays. And building a PC is extremely simple. It can be done very, very.
Yeah.
And that I feel like that message needs to be spread to more people. And so,
For example, we built these PCs.
Yep.
We didn't buy these.
Yep.
We bought the components. We didn't like go into Best Buy and take anything. But
Right.
this, we built these here. Actually, no,
Right
not on this table.
Not on this table, yeah.
That one over there.
And
we
one
built them here.
and one of them was built by a person who Scott coached all the way through to the end of the process.
Who had never done anything like it before.
Never done anything like that before, and it's running. People have played games on that PC.
Lots of people have at this point.
Yeah, I think it's number one, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think it's
I
the
think
most
it's number
popular
one.
computer.
So that's you know, that to me again, something special.
Yeah.
And it lets me know that it's, you know, it's something that works, it can work, and that's, you know, that's one of the many ways in which we plan to integrate education into all of this.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, the PCs that we have back here, let's say they're about $750.
Yeah, yeah.
To go buy this PC would be like $1,400.
Yeah.
It's about half price.
Mhm.
I mean, that's a huge discount. And honestly, even with filming, I don't think it took an hour to put that computer together.
Yeah.
And we encountered filming
Couple of-
struggles,
yeah.
which are different than like regular building struggles.
Yeah, yeah.
We encountered some oddities involved in what we were doing because we were recording.
Mhm.
But even then, it was only an hour,
Yeah,
if that.
I agree.
So
I agree. It's not.
if you could save $700 by spending 1 hour, that's a pretty good deal.
Honestly, I in my opinion, the struggle comes more with software than it does with hardware.
That's true.
That's some people may disagree, but that's how I feel about it. That's where I think we're at. You can definitely build yourself a very strong rig with very I don't want to say very little knowledge, but you know, you don't have to be too deep into the intellectual technology field to build yourself a nice rig. But
Keep talking for me. I realize
Absolutely.
why we're having problems.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Thank you for bearing with us while we go through this. But yeah, I definitely believe that we have the ability to teach just about anybody how to not just build a PC that you can use for gaming and for streaming and for video editing, so on and so forth, but how to maintain these things as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
some of this stuff can be really mean to a computer.
Yeah, and there are some, and honestly, there are some really basic rules that you can set for yourself, just to keep your PC from, you know, catching fire. That a lot of people just don't know.
Quite literally sometimes.
Yeah. So, but these are the things that we are excited to you know, to teach to our community in a nutshell.
Hello, everybody. I apologize. I have had to change locations because the power went out in our space. So I'm going to sit over here for a few minutes and wait for the power to come back. So I don't remember where we left off, but because that was a little chaotic. So let me tell you a little bit about some of the programs that are coming up in the future. So we're going to be doing more tournaments. We're going to be doing them in the evenings and sometimes on the weekends. So if there's a particular game that you're really into that you would like us to run a tournament for, or that you'd like to come run a tournament for, let us know. This chat room is probably not the best place for us to see, but you can get us on social media. We are Stryke Esports. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitch and YouTube and probably more than that. So feel free. Oh, Twitter for sure. So find us there. You'll know that you found the right one because there'll be that lightning bolt that was on the wall behind us when we were in the correct place over there. That's how you'll know you found the right one. So if there are events that you would like us to hold, let us know. If you would like to help us co-host an event, let us know. But yeah, we're looking to do tournaments. Like we said before, we already did the Smash tournament. We would like to do more. We want to do some like evening casual Mario Kart tournaments and possibly more down the line. Excellent. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. I see that we're already getting people following. But yeah, so we're going to be doing those events. We're also going to be streaming. We're going to be doing our own streaming. We started it on Saturday after the event. Alante and Audie and Danny did a stream. It's actually what was running on the screen behind us before everything went wrong. So yeah, we're gonna be over on Twitch fairly regularly, doing stuff over there. And again, if there's more that you would like to see us do, honestly, just let us know, and we'll see what we can do. Give me just a minute. I'm going to go back over to the lab, to the Stryke, and see if the power is back on. I will be right back. I'm back, and I'm back over here. The local will be back in a second. But anyway, oh my goodness, that was chaos. I apologize. It's something that we're dealing with. But like we said earlier, this is all about being able to pivot and to be what's the word I'm looking for? Flexible.
Hey.
Got to be able to be flexible. So I went and kept doing the show over there.
Oh, nice.
I turned the power back on, and then I kept doing the show from Terry's computer.
All right.
Anyway, woo, chaos. It happened to us a couple of times on Saturday too.
Yeah.
We are stretching this circuit right to its limit, obviously.
Yeah.
Anyway, so where were we? What were we talking about?
I think we were on the end of talking about PC building and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Maintenance and all that good
Which
stuff.
was one of the events that we want to do. Because
Yes.
again, we talked about this being educational. You'll have to refresh that if you want
Oh yeah.
to be able to hear when Terry comes back. So, part of the space is about education. We want to be able to do things like classes on PC building, which is the reason why we did the video, right?
Yes.
We want to put that on our YouTube channel and make it available for people to be able to watch us build because the laptop turned off.
Oh man.
To be able to watch the you want oh, it's fun to be able to watch us put these PCs together, right? We're gonna have there it is. You're good. I don't understand why, but you're good.
Yeah, I don't either. But you know what?
Computers are crazy.
They're weird.
But yeah, so watch us put one of the computers together. We're gonna have a full part list on what's in it.
Yep.
So you can literally replicate these builds if you want to.
And we could even go as deep as, telling you exactly where some of these parts come from. One of the big things that people don't really know about when building a PC is, go to like PC Part Picker. PC Part Picker is probably one of the best tools I could recommend. Put in your parts. It'll let you know if they're compatible with your motherboard or with your system. It'll tell you if it's got enough power or too much power. Things of that nature. Just stuff like that we can teach people.
Whether a processor is compatible with the motherboard you've chosen,
Right.
That's an essential one.
Yeah, and I mean, it's easy to just go out and buy parts, but you may not buy
Harder
them.
to make sure that the parts are going to work together.
Much harder, much harder. So, yeah, that's the biggest thing about the educational side of things when it comes to Strike. That I'm passionate about. So I'm pretty deep into the field, and so I think we could teach people how to build and maintain PCs pretty quickly.
Yeah. And we're going to do things like video editing
Yes.
as part of it because, if you're going to be a content creator, being able to edit video and do graphics and things like that, we've got a graphic designer, we've got an editor.
I created some of these, not this one, but I created this one and some of the other stuff.
All of the AMRoC branding, the Stryke branding is Alante. All of the Roboticon branding from this year was Alante.
Last year and the one soon to come.
Yep.
It's gonna be by me.
He was my design buddy when we were doing the new Plug Hits Live branding. You designed the F5 Live logo.
Yep.
So we've got, a lot of talent in our group. We're very lucky to have the group that we have. It wasn't guaranteed.
No, yeah, not at all.
So we got real lucky to have the group that we have. There's a lot of skill sets, and we want to put that to use in the world of gaming.
Yes.
So, graphics and editing and all of that stuff is important for content creators, which is a big part of the space.
Yes.
I see Terry sitting in my former seat.
There we go.
I'm going to bring Terry back. Hello, friend.
Then you muted me again.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Yourself.
The fight for the mute button.
I got to sit over there a few minutes ago.
You did? Did we
Yeah,
lose
because
something?
Circuit 57 broke again.
Oh, that's so sad.
And so I went and turned it back on and then sat over in your seat.
Okay.
Well, everything came back online.
Oh, that's exciting.
Little bits of chaos. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still looking for new space. This is a
Yeah.
former shoe store, all right? We're asking it to do a lot more than it was originally intended for. So,
Very true.
as
Very
is the case with
We
most
alone are asking the space to do way more than it was supposed to.
The entire space, probably.
It's like, really, we just want to sell shoes. That's what we want. That's what this space was born
We
to
love
do.
shoes. We love shoes. Love shoes.
So I see you've got I walked back in, and I saw you had some guests sitting up front enjoying the seat, waiting on their some game time, I guess, or hanging out. And it's funny. I was just talking to Chris Moranci down the hall, and the kids that are hanging out here they floating between LT3 Academy and here. And it's becoming this. It's what we wanted, right? It's becoming this safe learning space and entertainment space where people can basically just enjoy being themselves and enjoying the things that they like to do, and having it all in proximity, right? They can walk around in here and do these different things. So, I think Stryke brings a lot to that that has been missing in here. So I'm super excited about you guys being here.
Yeah.
Did you see the comment in the chat? Get them a new pair of AMRoCs.
I thought I read it as AMRoCs at first, which is why I reeled back. But yeah, now you got to have AMRoCs.
I do need AMRoCs. That's it. That's going to be our new shoe. We're going to 3D print them here.
Yep.
Got to get that flex filament.
That'd be awesome. That's so funny.
Now you're gonna have another lowercase c in there.
Yeah. So what's next on the agenda for Stryke? When you you probably talked about some of this already, and I missed it, but because I'm out gallivanting about in the mall.
It's all right.
Yeah, the plan is to start doing more regular events.
Yeah,
we want to do some evening, kind of casual tournaments, maybe Mario Kart and things like that on a Thursday evening or whatever.
Stuff where anybody can kind of jump in.
Exactly.
You don't need to be a competitive player to play.
Exactly, and start building up the community.
Yep.
Very, very
so
good.
That's the next phase. Then we're going to start doing the classes that we were talking about, and our coaching's already open.
Yep.
So if you want to do coaching on play or stream, we're already doing it.
And I don't know if you heard the bit about the teachers that we're partnering up with in Hillsborough County, who have their own community that they kind of want to do some partnerships with. So that's also next on the agenda.
Yeah. No, that was not me yelling at everyone out in the mall earlier. So.
Oh no.
Don't believe you.
We're gonna say it was you to contain the chaos, all right?
That's great. So yeah, the mall's an exciting place to do this stuff in. But no, I think that's great. And people can follow along with Stryke at the website, right? And we already posted.
Yep. StrikeEsports.com.
All right. There you go. And you're frozen on my end, which is interesting because you're just at the other end of the building. All right. So, wait, here he comes now. Ta-da!
Hi.
Hi. Would you like to close out the show?
Here. I'll just join you here.
All right. Here we go. Hello.
We can remove.
So we can remove. We're going to go solo here. Oh, bye, Alante. All right. So here we are.
Hi. Blue 57 again.
Oh, it's so exciting. That's so exciting. All right. And so it's been a great. Wait, Monica, don't go far. Come here. We're going to have a cameo appearance by Monica while she's here.
So
We're live streaming. You want to say hi?
StrikeEsports.com, and then all of the social media is the same.
Right. So there's Stryke Esports.
Hi.
And up here we have, this is Monica Smith. We're going to be talking to her at a future First Friday at the Fab Lab. She is also in the Entrepreneurship program, and she has her product line out there of Sober Roots.
Yes.
And so we're super excited to be highlighting these things. If you go to our website, equinet.org, you'll actually be able to see all these companies there. I'm actually putting it in here in the thing for you. And you can find Stryke's website there. You can find Monica's information. We're going to be featuring both of them on the websites. And we're really excited about this. So this is really cool. Thank you, Monica, for the quick hop in there.
Bye.
And did you want to add anything else? Did we miss anything?
No, I think we're good.
All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to our First Friday at the Fab Lab and enjoying the I guess the breaker follies.
Yep.
Hopefully we won't be having that problem next time, but we're really excited you tuned in, and we're really excited to have you guys here at AMRoC, and have a great evening.
Bye-bye.